I was bullied and humiliated, standing in the middle of the emergency department, getting yelled at by my supervisor because we left an oxygen tank in the trauma bay. I tried to offer the rationale that our patient was critical and we were trying to rush out of the trauma room so the trauma team could do their job. It didn't matter to him that we saved a life. He only saw the oxygen tank that was left behind. We took the paperwork, life went on. That was what we expected in EMS. It was a hot August afternoon when we rolled up on the scene of a 911 call. I knew it was serious, as we could see a police officer running out of the house into the street to meet us. In his arms was a small child. It looked limp and blue, its arms bouncing around and flopping up and down. Running right behind him was a woman. She was screaming. It was a scream of terror, a scream that sends a shiver down your back and lands in your stomach, waiting for you to find out, what's going on. We did the best we could on the call, the best the two of us could do. After we got to the hospital and transferred care, we sat down on the bumper of the ambulance to catch our breath. I breathed in and out, slowly feeling a weight being lifted off my shoulder, and I looked at my partner. He was drenched in sweat, staring at the ground. My uniform was soaked also. My throat was dry and my fingers had this gentle tremor to them. There was a long silence as we both sat there staring at the ground. My heart rate started to slow now, and my partner turned to me and said, "I think we gave the wrong dose of epi." I felt like I was going to pass out. My stomach was on fire. I started to shake, then suddenly the weight was back on my shoulders. We had to tell somebody. Somebody had to know. So we went back into the emergency department to find the doctor, and then we stepped into the hallway with her. I had that towel in my hand, wiping the sweat off my forehead. I was nervous as I stared at her name badge. I told her about the epi. She looked at us for what seemed like was forever. We didn't know what she was going to say or do. Finally, she said, "Maybe you did give the wrong dose, maybe you didn't." Looking into my eyes, she said nothing would have changed the outcome of our patient. She was likely dead before you got the call. But more importantly, she asked me, "What did you learn? What would you do different in the future?" So when I tell this story today, people say, "Oh yeah, that was just the culture." I say, no, that was just culture.